For too long, consumers have suffered breach after breach of their private information because organizations have failed to protect them. Despite more than $125 billion in cybersecurity spending in the past year, the number and impact of breaches continues to rise. You may think that hackers look like this, but the reality is
they look like everyone else. Sure, there are some hacktivist organizations that grab the headlines, but the reality is far worse. They are often members of state-sponsored organizations or members of organized crime syndicates. The truth is that cybercrime has actually become more profitable than the illegal drug trade. The cyber war is real, and anyone on the internet can be a casualty. In companies with over 50,000 compromised records, the average cost of the breach is over $6 million. 60% of small businesses that suffer a breach are out of business within 6 months. Security companies sell businesses expensive technology, often referred to in our industry as the blinky box, without truly understanding the risks of the business. They're there to solve one problem. Some companies hire consultants fresh out of college, and they run in with questionnaires without really understanding the context of the business or the questions themselves. Internal IT departments are often so overwhelmed, they don't have time to go and investigate all the risks and may not have the depth of knowledge to fully understand them. Information security expert Bruce Schneier said, "If you think technology can solve your security problems, then you don't understand your problems and you don't understand the technology." Security and privacy in an organization cannot be obtained with the latest fancy firewall or a user access management tool. If you do not have a defined approach for determining where your risks are and how you will apply your resources to address them, how can you possibly know if you're allocating resources effectively? The situation is challenging, but it is not impossible. Nearly all breaches occur because companies have failed to implement or execute basic security controls. Defending against hackers is about identifying risk and then implementing controls to either reduce the likelihood or the impact of that event occurring. At Layer0, we help companies develop people, process, and technology solutions that will improve their efficiency and effectiveness, it will minimize losses, and it will increase the confidence of all the stakeholders. We begin with an adversary simulation. We actually attempt to attack your network as if we were hackers. The better the good guys get in than the bad guys. We take the information that we've learned from that, and we meet with your subject matter experts to review the architecture of your network to determine if there are additional exposures that we should be concerned about. We will then take that information and it will become part of our risk assessment. The risk assessment is done in 3 phases. There is a risk survey where we will provide questions online for your subject matter experts from top to bottom of your organization and across all departments to provide information about your environment. When that risk survey is completed, we will identify key areas that we need to delve into further. We'll meet with your subject matter experts to explore those issues. That information will then be fed into a risk register where we will build an inventory of risks for you and determine what level of risk your organization may have. Once risks are identified, we will help your organizations identify suitable controls to reduce the risk with the least amount of expense. Our Chief Information Security Officer program acts as a trusted advisor, a member of your team. We manage the security-related projects that we've determined in our initial assessment. We will accept responsibility for monitoring of those controls. We will engage with auditors and regulators as required, and we will bridge the gap between the boardroom and the technical jargon. Your organization will see increased likelihood of success on technical projects, better visibility of opportunities and threats, evidence of compliance with requirements, legal and regulatory requirements, improved executive governance and informed decision-making, better allocation of resources to address real threats, and improve your stakeholder confidence. You cannot win the cyber war. You need to adopt an infinite game mindset where you continuously improve your defenses. We believe every company has the responsibility to protect the information that consumers trust it with, and they have a responsibility to their stakeholders to protect their own information. We believe the security industry must work together. We'll partner with any organization to ensure that our clients get the best possible security solutions to ensure that they are protected. Layer0 Security. because your service layers deserve a secure foundation.